I am so excited to bring you today's videos because in today's video I'm going to be giving you my top 5 leave-in hair care products. I'm going to do a countdown and then I'm going to announce the winner. Welcome back to Self-Care Karen. Self-Care Karen is all about empowering busy women to feel their best and give their best. I do that here with my beauty reviews on YouTube. I've got guided meditations here too. I've got tap-along sequences with emotional freedom techniques. And I also sell kind of resources with these sort of 3 areas online. So if you'd like to know more about me and my brand, maybe join my mailing list, then just take a look at the video descriptions for more information. Also, just to let you know that I am an Amazon associate, which means that I will put affiliate links into the video description. And if you use one of my links to purchase a product, then I may earn a small commission for any purchases that qualify. And with the small amount of commission that I make, if I make any, I do reinvest that back into my channel so that I can carry on creating content, hopefully for your enjoyment and pleasure. Okay, so I'm really excited to bring you today's video because if you are no strangers to my channel, thank you so much for watching my videos. I've been on a bit of a hair care journey over the last 18 months, maybe even 2 years now, where I've really tried to increase my confidence in my hair because it really should be our crowning glory, and I've for a very long time not felt comfortable with my hair, and that's really because I have very oily roots. So I used to wash my hair every day because of the kind of the oiliness that I get, particularly if there's any sweating that's gone on, like in the summer or if in a warmer climate. But anyway, even in the winter, I don't really notice that much difference, to be honest with you. And also because over the years I've dyed my hair so much. I first started dyeing my hair around, I think, the age of 30, which is a long time. It's like 20 years of putting hair dye on my hair on a frequent basis because I started going grey. I started getting greys at that young age. I feel it's quite young. Anyway, so I've got this oily root, dry and over processed frizzy situation on the lengths. I am perimenopausal, and obviously that has affected things like my skin, it's affected my hair, it's affected other areas. And whilst I do take HRT, hormone replacement therapy, I don't see that it's helped with lots of things like itchiness of the skin and mood swings and anxiety and insomnia and things like that. It hasn't really helped, or I haven't seen that that's really helped with my hair, right? So anyway, I started this journey to try and find hair care products, but also practices that would make me have more confidence in basically wearing my hair down, because I used to just always wear my hair back. I still do quite often, like tie it up like this. I wouldn't that often wear my hair down, and you know, I thought, well, what a shame, because my hair, you know, I think I look nice with it down. So anyway, so I've been on this journey, and today what I want to do is just talk to you about 5 leave-in hair care products that I have been using for a while, and give you some sort of countdown as to the one that I think is the best. Obviously, I'll explain why along the way, and try and put in some other bits and pieces of information just to kind of help you in case you're also trying to become a bit more confident about your hair or want to tackle some of the issues that I'm dealing with. I hope to make this a series, so I hope that this is the first of a number of countdowns. I definitely want to do one about shampoo for oily hair, and I want to do one for hair kind of treatments. Those hopefully will come up, and then there's loads more ideas I have. But anyway, this is the first one, so additional excitement because of that. Okay, so just to let you know that before filming, I did put some, I need to redo my roots. but I did use this Clairol Root Touch Up spray. I don't think I've done a deep dive video on this one. I might have done a short, but I will, if I haven't, I will be doing one in the future. These kinds of products are fantastic for just like extending between dyeing your roots. So I did just sort of spray along here. This is day 2, so I washed my hair yesterday. I'll wash my hair tomorrow, but I didn't wash my hair today. And I want to talk to you with this countdown a bit about that struggle, really, because a lot of these leave-in products are only meant to be used with damp or wet hair, and I feel like I kind of need a boost on the day 2 sometimes. And again, if you're no stranger to my channel, you know that I've over the years reviewed dry shampoos quite a lot. Yeah, so I'm not going to be talking about dry shampoos today, but you know, I do have other videos if you want to take a look at them, and I've got some more planned on kind of that space as well. Anyway, so I'm talking about those types of hair care products that you use after you've washed and conditioned your hair. You've got out of the shower, your hair is kind of towel dried, and I use a microfiber hair turban, which I find to be much better on the hair than a regular towel. It's much more gentle. And anyway, let me start with the countdown. So in reverse order, in reverse chronological, no, that's not right. In reverse order, okay, number 5 in my countdown, okay, would be this from Pureology. This is the Colour Fanatic 21 Essential Benefits from Pureology. Funnily enough, this is one of the first high-end hair care products that I bought on this hair care journey. And by the way, my countdown is not full of high-end or higher end. It's a real mixture. This you use on damp hair. You don't use it on dry hair. You spray it in. It says mist on clean damp hair and comb through prior to styling. So this is supposed to help to prime, protect and perfect. It's supposed to definitely protect colour in your hair. And what it does is you spray it on the hair, and you find then that when you brush your hair, and I always brush my hair, this is a wet brush. I don't know if you can see the logo on there. I'll put a link to this. These are fantastic because they're really good at dealing with kind of tangles. It does actually make the combing a lot easier, and I was perfectly happy with this, really singing its praises until I tried some of the other ones out on my top 5. I think what I don't like so much about this is that it does leave, you have to be quite sparing with its use, and it does leave a bit of residue, which I feel can tip me into oily roots a bit too fast. I mean, obviously when I apply it, I try not to put any product on the roots, but invariably whatever you put on your hair somehow makes its way to the scalp somehow, or that's what happens with me anyway. So I really do like this. This is a vegan product. It says 100% vegan ingredients, no animal derived ingredients or byproducts. And this is definitely a cult favorite. So yeah, it's in my top 5, but it's not any higher than number 5. Number 4, I have got this from Arkive, the Good Calmer. And if you, I think it's a play on words because it's like the good calmer, like to be calmer, but I think it's a bit like karma, as in, you know, what goes around comes around kind of thing. So maybe I'm just being a bit crazy with that. Anyway, the Arkive is a really interesting brand. I think it's only available currently in the UK. And in the UK, you can get it in Boots, and you also can get it from Arkive directly. And this is our unique cushioning moisture cream, provides deep hydration and protection while smoothing and calming every strand for a lightweight, frizz-free finish. This multitasking, nutrient-rich formula includes sunflower extract and moringa oil to leave you with glossy, bouncy hair. smells like no one else. Now, each of their products has got a different fragrance, and I just discovered that they actually do like matching perfumes. So if you really, really like the fragrance, then you know, this would be for you. By the way, the colour Fanatic also is highly fragranced. I don't mind how it smelled, but to begin with, I was a bit shocked because it's quite artificial. Whereas the Good Karma from Arkive, I'm just going to squirt some on my hand here so I can... it's got a very kind of berry smell. Anyway, this is supposed to be a really innovative product because it says it's a cushioning moisture cream. So it's like putting a moisturizer but on your hair. And actually the professional hairdresser that I follow on TikTok, Mary, I'll put her handle up on the screen, she raves about this, but I'm not raving so much about it because I do find that it leaves a residue. And in terms of styling, and I know this isn't meant to be a styling product, but with the oily roots, I cannot put product after product after product on my hair. And because I'm low maintenance in that way as well, I don't want to. I air dry my hair. I don't want to be there for hours putting in mousse and gel and la 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 and all this stuff. So my leave-in product is having to do everything for me. So I do ask a lot. And I find that this, whilst maybe it gives moisture, and I didn't really find that my hair was getting, you know, better over time, less dry over time, it does feel like it leaves a little bit of a residue. Like it sometimes can feel a little bit crunchy on the hair. I don't know if you if you understand that term, if you've ever experienced that. So yeah, it's number 4. It's above the Colour Fanatic, the Pureology Colour Fanatic, but I wouldn't put any higher because I don't feel like it completely deals with the frizz situation. However, this is lovely to apply. It does feel really nice. It's kind of like you're supposed to put like 2 work a grape sized amount for short hair and 2 grapes for long hair from root to tip. It's lovely to apply. By the way, what size grape? I mean, that's too vague for me. I need to have a bit more specificity about the size. But I guess they didn't want to say a coin. They wanted to use something in nature. But anyway, those are just my... I'm just thinking, that's my theory. I don't know if it's actually like that. But it's really nice if you put it into hair before you've even brushed it or combed it. Again, I use the wet brush and it just slips through. It's really, really nice like that. Okay, so this was in number 4. And moving into number 3, we have budget Tresemme Lamellar Shine leave-in cream serum. I had this actually for ages. I got it as in a goodie bag from a show that I went to, and I thought, oh, you know what, maybe I need to try the rest of the range and I'll do a deep dive video on the whole range. And then I thought, like nearly a year later, I thought, well, maybe not that long, maybe 6 months later, I thought, what are you waiting for? Try it out. Just see what it's like, you know, on one day. And oh my God, I was absolutely blown away by this. The thing that always shocks me, and I'm going to do this on camera so that you can kind of see it, is the consistency. Because whilst this is the Arkive product, is thick, and maybe I'll spray on here, and this is a spray, right? So you'd expect it to be liquid for the Pureology. This is a serum cream, so it actually comes out a lot more loose than a serum does. I don't know if you can see that there. So I always get like some on my, I have to like, normally I'm still in a towel, so it's not a problem, but you know, I have to take care as I'm applying because I will forget the liquidity of this product. So this is quite liquid when you apply it, and but you do apply it to wet hair, and I found that it just made my hair's got a bit of a kink in it. I don't know if you can see, there's a bit sort of a kink there, and in certain weather conditions it gets kind of more curly. It's quite strange because I don't recall it being like that when I was a child. I was forever wanting to have my hair perm to make it curly when I was little, but as I've grown older, I've got, sorry, my hair's all messy now, I've noticed I've got sort of a bit more of a curl in it, and this just brings that to life. And yeah, it's just fantastic. You do have to be sparing with the product because otherwise it does get that kind of crunchy thing. But on the days that I want to just wear my hair out and have a bit of a curl, this is fantastic. And it says, you know, it's bringing the shine. I haven't really looked in it for that. It's more in the fact that it's like a styling product for me that smooths out the hair, but also provides kind of like more definition to the kind of kinkiness that I have, the kinks that I have in my hair. So that was number 3. Okay, we're coming up to the pointy end of this countdown here. Number 2, I really hope this is not being discontinued, but I've noticed recently that it's a bit harder to find. So I don't know if they're reformulating it or maybe it's not that popular. But I bought this way back when I was kind of trying to choose a leave-in product. And to be honest with you, be perfectly blunt, I was completely guided by price. This was on offer. It seemed really inexpensive. I read it. I thought, oh, this kind of sounds like it's going to do the job. And I've been raving about it ever since. And this is the Pantene Instant Frizz Tamer. Okay, this has got biotin, cactus extract and argan oil. It's their leave-in cream. And it says it instantly smooths, tames frizz and provides flexible hold. And you know what I absolutely adore about this product is you can use it on wet hair, you can use it on dry hair. So what happens is on day 2, for example, if I see that I've got some flyaways, I just pump a little bit onto my hand. Okay, I'll just show you here. I spread it, so it's very little. This has lasted a long time, right? All over the hands. And then I just lightly, trying not to put too much around the roots, just tame my hair. And it just is a really quick and easy. And if you just use that little amount, it doesn't start making like oil slick situation, but it instantly makes me feel like I'm more put together. So Pantene, if you're listening, please don't discontinue this product because I'm really going to be, you know, on my soapbox if you do. And if you've seen any of my videos about Stella by Stella McCartney, you know that I'm tenacious. I'm like a dog with a bone when something gets discontinued, all right? So I'm just saying now. But yeah, really, really love this. And I think this is a worthy contender for the number 2 spot. Okay, so drum roll, please. We are now going to the number 1 spot. And that goes to, and I really have only known this for like 8 weeks or so, but have completely fallen in love with this product and the entire range. And I did a deep dive video, which went live recently on my channel. It is the L'Oreal Elvive Glycolic Gloss Leave-In Serum. I love this. I love this stuff. I really love this. So if you've not watched my deep dive video on the range, I will link it up here so you can take a look. But yes, absolutely adore this. Okay, why? Why do I adore this? Okay, it's got 14% of their gloss complex that's got the glycolic acid in it. So that's pretty high. It's only beaten by the lamination. Okay, so they've got a 5-minute rinse off lamination product, which is fantastic too. So this has got a high concentration of their like wonder miracle product in the glycolic gloss range. This range is just so accessible, and I really appreciate L'Oreal. I mean, I know they're a massive conglomerate. There are probably some questions around their ethics over time, but in terms of serving busy women like me that have got challenges with their hair, I thank them. Thank you, L'Oreal, because this is great. You can use it on wet hair, you can use it on dry hair. And with my particular situation of having these oily roots, I have to be very mindful what I'm using is not going to add on anything to that situation. And this doesn't. You do have to use it sparingly, a bit like all of these products, but it just brings it. It tames the hair, it lessens the frizz, it styles, so I'm able to get kind of like a curl coming down like this. Yeah, love it. And you know, my hair, I never was really concerned. It's funny, this glycolic gloss thing, I'm not really ever been that concerned about having shiny hair because I kind of felt my hair's always fairly shiny, but this just, you know, amps it up even more. So yes, in my number 1 spot, the L'Oreal Elvive Glycolic Gloss Leave-In Serum. Thank you. So I would love to hear from you. What are your favourite leave-in hair care products? Are there any products that you'd like me to do a deep dive on, try out? on your behalf. Just let me know. I love this. You can tell, you know, this channel, doing these kinds of videos, it's a passion for me. It's a joy. It brings such joy into my life, and thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment. Please consider liking this video if you found it useful, sharing it with your friends. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. It's free to do so. It's not like other kind of subscriptions like magazine subscriptions or Netflix subscriptions. This is free. Thank you, YouTube. So I really wanted to thank you for being with me today. It's been lovely having you along today and throughout my hair care journey. And please remember that you are in perfect time. See you soon.